Another exciting review of The Rules of Wealth by Richard Templar. Yeah, and in this review, we're going to be looking at 5 chapters from chapter 3 to 7. Yes, we're going to cover these 5 chapters, and by the time we are done, I'm sure you're going to be so loaded. You say, no, I must be wealthy. I can never be poor. That is the truth. All right. So you are most welcome. We are reviewing The Rules of Wealth by Richard Templar. This book is a must read. It is going to challenge your stereotypes about getting rich or wealthy. Now let's get right into it. Okay, maybe before then, let me just tell you about rule 1. Rule 1 says anybody can be wealthy. You just need to apply yourself. So we settled that yesterday in our first review of this book, that anybody can be wealthy regardless of background, status, parental orientation, whatever, if there's anything like parental orientation. And rule 2 says decide on your definition of wealth. You must know what you want. Many people say I want to be wealthy, I want to be rich, but how? You must decide, how you want to be wealthy. What does being wealthy mean to you? So this is rule 3, set your objective. So more like rule 2, you must know what you want. What is your own definition of wealth? If you don't have a destination, then you are just going to set out, and every place that you get to will look like it. If you want to go somewhere, for example, you already know where you are going. Maybe you are going to Victoria Island in Lagos. You know how you are going. Are you going by train? Are you driving down? Are you taking public transport? You will know. You will also calculate how long it will take you to get there. If your appointment is for 3 p.m., for example, you may want to leave home 2 hours earlier, depending on where you stay. Right. Some people that stay outside Lagos, they may want to leave like 5 hours earlier. Some may want to leave 10 hours earlier if you are not in Lagos, or if you are far away, or if you have seen on the map that there is so much traffic. So you have to know. So you know what you are going to be doing when you get there. You don't just wake up and say, oh, I want to go to Lagos. What are you going to go there? What are you going to do there, rather? Getting rich is exactly the same. Becoming wealthy is the same thing. You must know what you are aiming at. Why do you want to be rich? How do you want to be rich? And so on, so that you start doing things that will align with your objectives to getting rich. You have to define it. I'm going to be a millionaire by my 40th birthday, and I shall make my money by running my own property development company. Now, that is a clear objective. You know when you want to be rich. By your 40th birthday, you want to be rich. How are you going to be rich? Through your property development company, right? And then you start doing everything to make sure that you achieve that. But so many people have this vague idea of being rich or being wealthy. It's just like a casual dream. It's just like a passive thing to them. I want to be rich, I want to be wealthy. It is not just by mouth. Your actions must also follow suit. So what do you want to do? Right. So how do you want to set an objective? Or what are the characteristics of a good objective? Your objective must be realistic. You can't just say I want to be the richest person in the world. Is it realistic? Maybe, yeah. Somebody is the richest person in the world. But with the conditions around you and with your work ethic, with your determination, do you think that you can realize that? Then you must be honest. Be truthful to yourself. No pressure. Nobody is chasing you. Nobody is going to beat you if you do not achieve your objective. So to thy own self, be true. You want to be rich, but you are sleeping till 10 a.m. every day. By 8 p.m., you're already in bed. You don't read. You don't work hard. You give the barest minimum, and you want to be rich. You know that you are not being honest with yourself. And your objective must also be achievable. For example, maybe you say you want to be rich through your property company, but you don't even know how. You don't even have any property company at the moment. You are not willing to learn. You are not even interested in anything property. So it is not achievable. Or maybe you want to be rich through your shoemaking business, but the business is not thriving. You know how you're already your attitude to work already, it is not achievable. So find time to write down your objective. If you have not done so, please do it before you go to bed. Set a clear objective, realistic, honest, and achievable. Right. If you are happy with what you have, then proceed and start working towards it. If you are not happy, try again. But make sure that you are clear about what you want. Now let's go to rule 4. Rule 4 says keep it under your heart. Now that you know you want to be wealthy and you know how, don't go around telling everybody, do you know I'm going to be wealthy by my 40th birthday? Do you know I'm going to start my own company? And all of that. Keep it under your heart. It is not everything that you tell people. And it is not everybody that you tell things to. Sometimes you will still say it, but the time is not right yet. You yourself, you don't even know how you are going to achieve it. You are not sure. You are a bit scared. You are just trusting God, but you have broadcast it to everybody. And so you find people that may discourage you. They'll tell you, hey, you're still a young man. Why are you putting yourself under so much stress? You will find people who will be negative about it. No, don't even waste your time. Nobody ever succeeds in that business, you know. You also find people who will say that it is not doable. Nobody has achieved it in your family, so don't do it. And also, if everybody is already doing what you're doing, it makes less room for you. You start going around with that competitive feeling that so many people are doing this, and then you'll be justifying your failure that it's because too many people are doing it. That's why you're not succeeding at it. But if you don't care how many people are doing it, you are just moving with your own determination. You will not see anything else. You will keep moving. And also, you have to keep it under your heart because you don't want to be seen as preaching or trying to convert people to your way of thinking. Some people would think that you're trying to seek validation. That's why you are telling them. And the truth is also that no one else really wants to know what you're up to. So if some people ask you questions, a simple fine thank you is okay. Oh, we thank God, we thank God. Oh, how is business? Oh, God is faithful. You know, it's okay. Just say it and move on. Instead of now giving them one lengthy explanation and explaining how things are doing in detail. No, you really don't need that. Some people don't care, right? They don't care. And you also don't want people discussing your business that you are still trying to put together, you know. And sometimes it's also nice just having a secret. Yes, it's also nice just keeping things to yourself, knowing fully well that you are moving in silence. Be doing the work in the background. Some people really don't care about your process. All they want to see is the result. So when you waste all your time explaining the process, then when the results comes, it is not surprising. Try to leave an element of surprise in what you're doing. You know, everybody knows when you are trying to get pregnant. Everybody knows when you have taken in. Everybody knows when the baby is due. Everybody knows the gender you're having. Everybody knows how you want to start your business. They know how much capital you have. They know, they know all your moves, right? Try to keep your mouth shut. And there are some people that are going to be jealous. All that they want is to pull that business down. There are some people that will be afraid of losing you. They know that the moment you become rich, they'll lose you as a friend. Your status is going to be higher than theirs. And they may not be able to communicate with you like they already do now. So they will do everything possible to make sure that you do not go ahead of them. So they will discourage you. They will give you so many reasons why you should not do it or why somebody did it and failed, you know. Because they know that you are indirectly saying goodbye to them. Your status is about to change. So they won't want you to do that. They won't want you to go ahead. That's why you should keep your mouth shut and be praying in the background. Pray for your business to succeed first. Pray for your plans, to go well first and foremost. And then you can come back. In fact, you don't even need to announce your results. They will see it. So don't be in a hurry. What you are yearning to tell them, they will see it by themselves. And let them be the ones to call you. Oh, I saw you on TV. Oh, your business is going global. I'm proud of you. That one is sweeter, right? So the interesting bit is that even if you go around telling everybody, it is unlikely that they will do anything about it. That's the truth. Maybe they'll gossip with it or they'll just, Let's see how far we go. You know, or just secretly wishing that you fail. Some people have scarcity mentality. They believe that if you succeed, it is going to highlight their own failure and all of that. And most people would rather watch television than drag themselves out of the pit of poverty. They are not going anywhere, but they won't want you to go. You are even indirectly telling them, maybe you also want them to take action with their lives, but they are not ready, so leave them alone. Gaining prosperity is one of those things you do privately, clandestinely, and surreptitiously. Hey, the big grammar here, come on. Not that there is anything wrong if you go around telling people, but it is some things that are just best done alone. There are some journeys that you walk alone if you want to go far. I remember when I wanted to leave Nigeria to go and do my postgraduate studies in South Africa, I told somebody that was very, very close to me, like a mentor. In fact, my pastor, right? And he said, why do you want to go? You're not yet married. Why don't you stay? There are so many jobs in Nigeria. You know, you can actually further your education here in Nigeria. He didn't hate me. I'm sure he was doing it out of love. But one thing that I was sure of is that he was scared of losing me. You know, by God's grace, I was very instrumental in that church and my impact was really felt. So I sensed that he was scared of losing me. He wanted me around, right? Not that he hated me or didn't want my progress. So it can also happen. People like you, they don't want to lose you and all of that. So they will do everything to keep you at the level that you are or the same place where you are. So that is why you need to be careful. I just stopped communicating. I just stopped until I got my visa. I got my admission. And it was a day to when I would leave Nigeria that I had to now break the news to him and other people, right? And I just left and we thank God today. Let's go to rule 5. Rule 5 says most people are too lazy to be wealthy. I agree with this 100%. Most people are too lazy to be wealthy. They say, I want to be rich, I want to be wealthy. But what are they doing? They sleep all day. They watch TV. They chill on Netflix. They gist. They scroll on social media and everything. You know, because if you want to be, you have to work your ass off. Work all day. Get to bed late. While people are snoring, you're still working on your goals. That is the sacrifice for success, for wealth. It doesn't come cheap. So many people are wishing that some Nollywood stories, yes, Nollywood, that they will experience some Nollywood stories that, they will just wake up one day and they will receive a call and somebody will now say, I am your lost uncle. I'm actually the king of Zuzu land. Your father left an inheritance before he died and he said, I must find you and hand over the inheritance to you. Oh, we need to see, where are you now? And then they will hand it over to you that your father left $5 million for you, and then overnight you just become rich again. Or some people who are just calculating that they will go and play lottery and then they will win a lucky ticket and become rich overnight. They keep fantasizing. I know many of us have done that before. Yes, even me, of course. But the odds are that you will never experience that. None of those Nollywood stories will fall on your lap. So you had better get up and start working. Now, I call it working strategically. Because when we talk of hard work, especially in this part of the world, in Nigeria, so many people are hardworking. Yes. Nigerians are known to be hustlers. We are very, very hardworking. But why is it that so many people are still poor? Because they are not working the right way. They are not working. Go and close the door, do you mind? Can't close the door. They are not working strategically. They want to enjoy luxury. They want to. You know, they want to enjoy luxury. They want to be rich. They want to be famous. But they are not ready to put in the work. So most people are too lazy to be rich. They may say that they want to, but look at their attitude to work. Look at their mindsets. Look at the way they are just living their lives. You know that they are not ready. It is not by saying it. It is in your action. You know. So if you are attending this book review I suppose that you really, really want to be wealthy in life, right? So there is work to do. Look at so many rich people in the world today: Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Richard Branson, Alan Sugar, Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett says that he reads like 500 pages of a book in a day. Warren Buffett is around 94 years old. He reads. He's a great investor. In fact, he's regarded as the greatest investor of all time. As old as he is, he works so hard. And many of them have what they are selling. They have what they are selling. They have what they have invented. They have investments. Bill Gates, for example, you will know him with computers. They think. So it's not just about physical laziness alone. There is mental laziness. Somebody is doing the same job for 20 years, no promotion, nothing, no progress. And they cannot sit down to think that what exactly is wrong. Why am I waking up early in the morning and going to work, coming back at night, and then there is nothing to show for it? They cannot think of another way out. They cannot think of the business that they can do to be generating more money. So mental laziness is even worse, right? Too many people are like that. They will even start justifying it. That, oh, maybe it's not too good to have too much money or blah, blah, blah. But secretly, they want to be rich. So those who claim wealth, let me take from here. It is a wonderful thing to know that wealth is lying around, just like we have established in Rule 1, that anybody can be wealthy. Anybody can be wealthy. Wealth is not a respecter of persons. And there is so much of wealth lying around, lying or waiting to be claimed. And those who claim it are the ones who get up early, work hard, and put in the hours strategically. Those who do the right work. It is not by luck. It is not by chance. It does not happen overnight. You have to work. You have to think. You have to wake up earlier than everybody. People who are making it, some of these richest people that I mentioned, they probably do more work in a day than most of us do in a month. So you cannot compare your results. They are far ahead. They are far ahead. If you can do what they do, forget about connection, network, opportunities, all those opportunities are there for every one of us. That's the truth. The little opportunity that some of you have, how are you even using them? So you better start working, start thinking. Don't be lazy. And if you know anybody around you who wants to be rich but too lazy, let them come and read this. Rule 6, get a reality check. Be real. Be honest with yourself. To thy own self be truth. It is amazing how some people just ignore the obvious. They see that things are not right in their lives. No money. They are living poor lives. But they are shying away from reality. They live in self-denial. It is so sad, actually. They just keep ignoring everything that is happening around them. In fact, they have so many excuses to justify the reason why they are poor. There are so many poor people, and it is because some of them just moan a lot about not having enough. They make loads of excuses. They may work but not work hard enough, or they may not be working in the right ways, or they hope that their problems will simply go away. The problems will simply go away. The problems will never go away. Instead, the problems will even get worse. Things are getting more expensive. Life will always be unfair. You know, the economy may not always be right or thriving. So what are you going to do to make more money? You're working at a job, no side hustle, no passive income, no savings, no investments, nothing. So what are you going to do? If you want to start saving money, make up your mind to start saving. How much money do you need to be putting aside every month, every week? These things do not come by wishful thinking. You have to be true to yourself. You're already 40 years old. By the time you are 60, if you don't do anything about it, your financial situation will be worse. If you want to continue in the status quo, you want to continue living your life the same way you are living it now, you have to get up and do something. Even if it's 5,000 naira, you to start saving something. Even if it's one plot of land you want to buy, go and buy it. It even brings you some form of happiness and confidence that you too, you have an asset somewhere. Not that as your salary is coming, you finish everything. You keep saying that things are expensive, the economy is hard. Who told you that the economy will become soft? You are the one that will brace up. You are the one that will look for other avenues to make more money. In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki also said something like this, that some people are just mentally lazy. They want to continue doing what they are doing and they're expecting a different result. Nothing is going to change unless you do. The government is not going to change any policy because of you. The government is also looking for ways to collect money. They are trying to get taxes from every corner. So they don't care about you. So shift your focus away from the government or from the economy and focus on you. If you do not change, nothing is going to change. So what are you going to do? You have to get some reality check. All right. How much do you need to be saving? You have children. How do you want to send them to the university? Or when time comes, you send them to the poorest of the poor schools. Right. So just try. Some people have the belief that, oh, they are going to gather money and they are going to jackpot, they are going to travel out. If you carry this, your attitude to the country where you're going, I've seen beggars on the street of UK. I've seen beggars on the street of America. There are so many beggars in South Africa. There's beggars everywhere. Even white people, when you boast, they are begging. They are begging. So it's not about the location. It is about you. All right. I think we understand that. Now, let us go to rule 7. That's the final one for tonight. So we'll try and be reviewing like 5 rules per night. Okay. Rule 7 says understand your money beliefs and where they come from. Indirectly, your money beliefs may be limiting your ability to be wealthy. Sometimes we grow up with these beliefs. Sometimes we pick them up. Sometimes as a result of what we're watching or listening to. So maybe you have watched too much of Nollywood stories, movies, and all of that, you know. So it depends, right? And there are some money beliefs. Let me just read some of them. Some people believe that money is the root of all evil. Some believe that money is dirty. Some believe they don't deserve to be rich. Some people believe that money is only made by the greedy and dishonest. Some believe that money is corrupt. Some people believe that you must not brag about money and that you must never say how much you earn or how much you are worth or are paid for something unless it is a bargain. Some people also believe you can't have money and be spiritually pure and that you will lose your friends if you get rich. You have to work too hard to get rich. Happiness and money make poor bedfellows. The more you have, the more you will want. It is somehow better to be poor. I wasn't meant to be rich. If I was, I would have been by now. I'm not the right type to be rich. You know, all kinds of beliefs, all kinds of mindset about money. But you need to check which of these money beliefs are you holding on to consciously or unconsciously that may be holding you back. Maybe anytime you see rich people, you name them, look at them, bunch of thieves. They must have stolen. Then maybe you should go and try and steal and see whether it is easy, right? But on a more serious note, some beliefs may be limiting your attitude. You know, no stomping. Okay, that's no no stomping is English or Yemo. Thank you. You be no stomping. Right. You know, get rid of all of these beliefs. Get rid of them from your mind and let your mind become plain and blank. And then you start filling it up with good beliefs. Have a positive mindset. Rewrite the story, you know, and tell yourself that money is okay. Wanting money is okay. I am going to be wealthy. I am prepared to put in the work. I deserve to be wealthy. I deserve a lot of money. I deserve the best in life. My children deserve the best in life. I can never be poor. Right? I will claim my own portion of the wealth of this world. And let it be driving you every single day. Wealthy people have none of the troublesome money myths that poorer people have. They have purged them or they never had them. If you also purge them, you stand a better chance of getting rich and becoming wealthy. So get rid of them. They may just be holding you back. Some religious people believe that you should just live a modest life. You have a comfortable house, a small car, and it's okay, it's okay. It's not to eat and wake up. It's not to sleep and just wake. It's okay, it's okay. It depends on you. Life is a choice. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Yes. So tomorrow we'll take it from rule 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 8 to 12. Okay. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like this video, share your comments with me, and please subscribe to this channel in case you are yet to subscribe. I remain Olaide Agbaje, also known as First Lady, and on this channel, I inspire you to live intentionally. I'll come your way again tomorrow by God's grace. Let me see what rule 8 says. It says, understand that wealth is a consequence, not a reward. We really can't wait to continue with the review of the rules of wealth tomorrow. Take care, and until then, be intentional. Bye-bye.